That's what makes a difference.
The
But
big
here, Fredrin ban, Angela ban.
Well, for GEEK fam now, they have strong frontline already. I feel like the Novaria here could be a good pick. It leaves the Novaria a lot more vulnerable though, for sure, to a lot of dive potential. I do wonder, in the rowing position as well, the Minotaur is still available. I feel like some kind of crowd control would be good, man, because there's going to be a lot of aggression just flying through towards the backline.
Last time they were in this kind of situation, I mean, technically, yes, they can flex the Ruby. They can also go for an Estes. That's what they've been able to utilize. I think in the match against Evos. Oh, but it's a Masha. That, I don't know if it's where it's going, really, XP or Rome, but it is a Masha. Masha was actually banned out by Alter Ego. Last ban for them in game number 1, so anticipating this kind of pick. So yeah, there you have it.
Wow. I can say Hero as he's not exactly immobile, but he doesn't really juke the same way, the same distance as a Claude or a Nathan the Bruno. So I guess I feel that could be a big problem. But oh, they bring in an Akai to try and solve that issue perhaps. And set in stone, very aggressive teamfight composition coming in from Alter Ego. A lot of crowd control tools. But for GEEK, they do have the range advantage. But when it comes down to the neutral objectives, it's all going to be close range. That is where Alter Ego definitely have a bit of an edge unless GEEK can poke them down or send a Masha on an assassination mission.
But if we're talking about range, what range does Alter Ego have? Bruno, kind of. Valen, kind of.
Yeah, they only
Matilda,
have
kind of. And I think that's heavily punishable by the Ruby. That is going... Okay.
Oh, Luke XP Masha.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that's the first time we've seen Masha in the EXP lane this season.
Yes,
right?
First time. We usually see it in Rome for Drian.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Alter Ego's fate hangs in the balance. With the Masha being picked up, flexed into the EXP lane, a debut for the Masha. Will it work out or will it not? Will GEEK look for a 2-0 clean sweep? So many questions. Let's see them being answered one by one as we get into the game. GEEK versus Alter Ego, game number 2.
A potential clean sweep for GEEK fam to send Alter Ego even further down the depths of the red zone. But Alter Ego have a chance to possibly level the playing field now.
They have to think immediately. Luke on the Masha. We talked about this. The fact that he needs crowd control, playmaking to really feel himself. Now on a damage dealer, a bit more of an assassin pick.
Full damage, look at that.
To see how it goes. Yeah, Luke going in for all the aggression. He wants all that smoke. And Beloyski though, with the pull yourself together, he's gonna be trying to make plays as much as possible here, and that flicker will be a tool that the members of Alter Ego will have to take into consideration.
You can definitely see the change of playstyle that these players are looking towards with Beloyski's choice of emblems as well.
Look at Chidera, Master Assassin against this Bruno.
Whereas Bruno's going for the tenacity, so a bit of difference in focus. That's gonna give Chidera a bit more influence in that gold lane, but now look at Taz.
A level ahead, Ray. Denton is welcome into Beloyski. Instantly don't run Wolf King. First blood. Wow, GEEK fam, straight up the bat. It's not just Luke. They all want smoke.
Definitely 1-0 already with a 1k gold lead. It is shrinking just a bit because of how these lanes and waves have been pushing. But again, already very aggressive from GEEK fam in the early stage of the game with 2 debut picks.
And the fact they wait for that play on the top side of the map where Pi on the CC that usually is a lot more aggressive in the early game wasn't really, was actually in the area, but he wasn't able to extend his influence all the way there. That's a free turtle for GEEK, and Alter Ego, they just seem kind of lost. They're not really trading it for anything.
Taz is 2 levels below of Ray right now, with Beloyski constantly being a disruption.
So when I'm offended onto Beloyski, heavy spin used up to kill the roamer. 4-man rotation as well to get Beloy.
Well, they get Beloy and they get the kill in the hands of Nino, so double value right there. But they have to try and make sure that Nino can get to snowballing. They do want to make use of that mid-game power spike due to the itemization between that's different between a crit-based marksman like a Bruno than like a shred-based marksman like a Claude.
And with that being said, there's not much pressure being put onto the Bruno in the gold lane with the Matilda babysit from Rasi. But here we go, Ray.
This kill squad. Oh, I'm offended into the damage. My God, now Luke. Thunderclap saying goodbye to Taz.
Oh!
Time for the pullback though. Valoy and Ray brought all the way under the turret. But even then, GEEK are happy with the trade in the bottom lane again. Chadera, 2v1, no problem. Nino just munching on that gold turret, but loses a lot of HP.
I think he just wants the gold as much as possible. He has the has clause though, so getting low in HP won't be that big of a problem. He can heal it all back up. But man, in that EXP lane, we talk about Pi in game 1. Pi in game 2, able to get 1 kill, but for the most part, Luke is seemingly just a lot more aggressive and having a lot more pressure. And that's due to the backup coming in from his team, man. GEEK fam are trying their best to be as active around the map, and they're trying to pressure Taz away, getting behind before the turtle contest. So he can't really go for it.
Oh, Taz getting poked down. I'm offended, forcing the heavy spin here. Taz pops in the heavy spin. Oh, Ray almost got the last shot to take the panda down. Ray with the retribution now. Did that his welcome? But Ray can't answer it with another death in his welcome. Nino, one last shot to Beloyski, not able to get it done just with the worldie. And GEEK, oh my God, absolute dominance here. 3 levels ahead, Ray, compared to Taz.
It's insane. Taz still level 5, Ray already at level 8, but the problem is he's utilized that retribution, needs to buy a little bit more time to be able to go for the contest on the neutral objective. And it's actually worked out perfectly in terms of timing. The retribution for Ray is back, and there's absolutely no way that Taz can go for the contest. Even now, Taz is level 6. That's still a 3. It's back to a 3 level gap.
Oh, thunderclap and just a scratch there. Luke can go for more right now. He has another thunderclap. It's always going to be resetted as his HP bar gets depleted. Another onto Taz, a pullback from Ray. Luke can go for another. Pi is chasing him down now. Luke goes in. And Pi forced to use the vengeance, still chased down by GEEK. Taz under the turret. Oh, a shot from a boy not connecting, but Ray will utilize his advantage even more. Into the enemy jungle he goes. Still 3 whole levels ahead of the panda. The Dino.
Walking in solo, just undeterred. Despite having a Matilda in the mix, he just can't match up.
Uh-oh.
Look at this though. So, that's
Chadera.
some damage coming in from Krite.
That's a really good punish, actually. With him being taken off the board, Beloyski should be the next one.
And I'm offended now. Donor Wolf King Krite brings him back. One last shot should do it, Beloy! It's scratched by Rossi. Those booms able to secure another kill. 2 kills over to Alter Egos. They look to siege down his turret in the bottom lane. Nino gets it done. That's the guiding win as well to get out.
But back to your point, Arashi.
Well, yeah, all things considered, I almost forgot the point I was making. How surprised I was. But Alter Ego, they do have still some good amounts of damage, especially against Chadera. He is being shut down, but he is a level ahead of Nino still, even though Nino probably has a lot more gold due to taking another turret. In the grand scheme of things, Taz is just suffering the full brunt of the aggression, but as a result, the other laners are relatively untouched. And when it comes to objectives, actually, Alter Ego are still equal when in terms of structural takes on the map.
Another siege attempt, but a thunderclap now. Oh, Nino, you cannot ignore this damage, brother! Forced to run away, still has to purify, but Ray now catches them. Guiding win. And a stolen death is welcomed by Crown as he flickers backwards now, but Luke goes in for the thunderclap. Taz pins Luke and Ray down. There's a lot of damage in the world. He plays down as well, but Luke just gets out with the flicker. Nino looking for some more, but now the conceal from GEEK to escape. Ooh. Nino putting some damage down. Meanwhile, Chadera soloing the turtle, utilizing this space to go for the turtle all alone.
He can't finish it alone, right?
He can if he's given enough time.
Is he going for it?
Looks like it.
His team comes in, cuts off the response of Alter Ego.
What?
Even if they try to stop that, the team just rotates as well. That will be actually done in exchange for a turret though, hang on.
And another turret in the bottom lane, so GEEK are playing it well. It's always a better trade for GEEK.
It was looking equal earlier, but with that one turret taken as well, that is definitely worth it for GEEK. Alter Ego, they gotta play around Nino right here. That they have been sacrificing so much to let Nino online. Can they go for Ray here?
Oh, if they use all their resources on the tank, it's not gonna be good. Let's welcome use them. Chadera will use the Blazing Duet. It's a vengeance now. It's Ray brings 2 members back in. Krite won't be able to pop in. The death is welcome. Chadera versus Nino with some damage, but Luke has entered this team fight now. The jungler traded in for the mid laner.
Looking pretty intense right here, man. Despite the fact that GEEK fam have had all the control and is sitting on a 2k gold lead, you have to wonder what's really going on, especially in the gold lane. Shadira now, with that sequence of events, have the Demon Hunter Sword as well, but Nino with the Berserker's Fury, he'll have a lot more burst threat against squishy targets though.
Uh-oh, boys, gotta be careful. Flickers back towards Chidera. And the Circling Eagle will get Rossi out as well.
It's crazy that Alter Ego are falling behind and yet they're still committing to these fights. They're still committing to these trades, and it looks like every time they go for it, GEEK gets something a little bit more favorable. I don't know what they're trying to do. Are they looking for a miracle in these team fights? I mean, they're so far behind.
We'll go on to Taz. And he's still saving the
gonna
angle.
die.
Oh, the heavy spin used up now.
Oh.
Taz, one last shot. Gets out. But no heavy spin for a few seconds. Another window for GEEK.
There's just so much damage on such low commitment from GEEK fam. They didn't really use too much. They weren't really forcing any battle spells, and they still were able to just slowly but surely melt Taz down. And that's a big problem right here. Taz is always denied with very minimal resource usage from the side of GEEK. And look at the gold lane. Despite the fact that Chidera has been hard farming, the fact that Nino has 2 kills, they're actually equal in gold. So GEEK fam with more turrets, more kills, or not more kills, but more control around the map, and yet they're still getting Chidera a lot of farm on Kurt.
2-man, I'm offended, is now the Circling Eagle. He plays down onto a boy. Oh! Ray almost got CC'd, and it was almost bad for GEEK fam. Pai gets chomped up. Nom nom nom. The vengeance. Not useful here in this particular situation.
Luke.
Now it's Luke who dives in deep, crying very low. And another shot onto Nino. Luke waiting for an opportunity, gets the health bar back. Losing Beloy and Ray, trading it for Pai and a Lord.
But that was really good heavy spin cover from Taz to deny Luke that kill pressure that he ought to have earlier on. And that denied a little bit more away from GEEK, but in the grand scheme of things, with the Lord already marching in the bottom side as well, it looks like they found their jam here, especially Chidera already has his core items, right?
Yeah, Chidera is sitting already on the 3 main items, the Corrosion Scythe, Demon Hunter Sword, and Golden Staff. So he can't be left alone. And the problem right now is, look at that damage, man. That's the problem. Taz is responsible for the heavy spin cover to deal with the Masha. He's responsible for looking for information, and he's also responsible for trying to contest with retributions. They're putting so much responsibility in the hands of one player right here. The rest of the team needs to try and have more impact in the game right now. Talking about the items though, Nino also has a Malefic Roar, so he's going to be chunking, but he's also, of course, threatened a lot more than Chidera in these fights.
Is that a power spike for him? Has Nino reached a power spike yet?
I think the main power spike is the Berserker's Fury. He reaches an earlier power spike, but with the Malefic Roar, that's definitely still a big power spike, especially dealing with the main front lines, like Ray or Beloyski, when they really walk up to try and gain positioning in these fights.
Okay, so technically Alter Ego are ready.
No.
No, not ready yet.
Not quite.
It's all about the timing, right?
Yes.
You should have secured the Berserker's Fury way earlier. You should have secured the Malefic Roar way earlier. Because now, yeah, he has a Malefic Roar, but Chidera just finished a Win of Nature. The timing is just not right on that power spike. So GEEK fam have basically closed that window from AE.
But talking about Chidera on the other hand, Chidera becomes the most, oh wait a minute, are they going for, oh, what?
Wow, Rossi, where did he go? Right gets poked too. My god, that damage.
What?
They deleted him before we can even talk, man.
Whose damage was that?
A boy, Ray, Chidera, and Beloy.
I mean, so it's a group effort. It wasn't like a 1v1 deletion. But man, that's supposed to be the person that's annoying, the person that can just stay in the front. Going with the Enchanted Talisman and the Flask of the Oasis, a lot more utility-based build for Rossi. It means though he does not participate in the frontline contest. Again, the only person that can do it is Taz and maybe Pai.
Even this. Even the damage from a boy just secured Divine Glaive, right? If I'm not mistaken.
From a boy?
Yeah.
He has the Divine Glaive, yes, along with the Lightning Truncheon and the Enchanted Talisman.
So like the damage is already ramping up. The penetration, you can already see him being able to chunk from such a distance. There you go, half health, almost on Pride.
Oh!
What?
Offended, and the flicker now the Thunderclap right going to be deleted. Chidera! In the midst of it all, he's doing some damage, not even using the blazing duet yet! And Alter Ego are forced back. Luke is just recalling in the face of Alter Ego, and GEEK get another uncontested neutral objective.
They're just not ready for it, man. They even used the heavy spin to try and stop Luke from getting that play off, but it doesn't matter. Look at the taunting from Ray. He knows. He knows that the audience will appreciate that for sure, but Alter Ego, now they just force a turtle, and with the next Lord coming through right here, there should be several base turrets. At worst, and at best, this can be the end of the game, man. GEEK are that far ahead.
It's not just the end of the game. If GEEK win this is gonna be the beginning of the end of Alter Ego in Season 13 as well.
The beginning of the end for sure for Alter Ego. GEEK looking for the zone. Boroyski getting shot once. I'm offended, not connecting. Alter Ego looking for an angle to possibly turn this around, but look at this wave manipulation. Beautifully done by GEEK fam. That was just one wave. Now with the Lord and another wave in the mid lane that is enhanced by the Lord buff. Easy 2 base turrets. Slowly but surely another wave comes down towards that top lane. Chidera on the turret. 3 base turrets. Boroyski with another attempt of the I'm offended, but if it doesn't work out, they can always just back away, and that is what they do. Clean, composed, poised.
They didn't even have to commit with any resource, like big resources,
Just
right?
I'm offended.
That's it.
That's the big problem the whole time in this game. Whenever they're trying to dictate a play and force Alter Ego to something, they don't use a lot of ultimates. So they can save all that for when the fight actually breaks out. Like we saw right there, all they did is just stand there, do some damage, and zone away at this point using damage alone. You see, oh boy, just hit this power spike. He also has the blood wings now. Even more magical damage coming in, and some survivability as well. So even if he does get targeted in the next fight somehow, he already has a solution for it.
Guys, this is a 9k gold lead that GEEK have been able to obtain against Alter Ego.
More of a glimpse of that Season 12 GEEK fam. We all know that was super, super dominant as well in the regular season with Chidera.
Right, all the way till the end, it was Chidera. But hey, now we have to see. This is a different opponent, so Alter Ego can try and do something here. But with the chunks for 1k, 2k damage from a boy, there is a Matilda with the Flash of the Oasis, fortunately. That will help quite a bit. But still, Rossi went for the blood wings afterwards. He's not going for a lot of tankiness. Taz is still the sole frontline that's taking a beating right now.
And now the Lord is already up in just a few seconds. And the problem is Taz is still level 14. He just reached 14. Earlier he was 13, so he's still below if it comes down to the Retribution battle.
Oh wow, BOD.
Oh, good pull down on the Taz, poke down instantly. Now has to use a heavy spin. Luke deletes Krite! With the BOD that he built, now Chidera is on pie, baited out the Vengeance as well. Alter Ego depleted of their resources. What the heck? Now I'm offended on the Rossi. Killing spree already secured by a boy as he marches forward. Now Nino running for the hills. Chidera with the Blazing Duet. At this point, he's just dancing with that Blazing Duet. He's just spinning around. Nino caught on the Astral Echo. Now pinned down. They're looking to take him out. The footballer now. A wind of nature, but what is it gonna do when Luke just scratches you down? A complete wipeout. GEEK fam have done it. A 2-0 to send Alter Ego deeper in the depths of the red zone as they climb up.
The Gilded Hands favor the Geeks today, pulling them up in the hopes that their playoff dream stays alive.